My guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
You could see the quarterback once he got the snap. He was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. A second effort, and he is in. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Colts. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Colts are out to a 7-0 lead here in this divisional playoff matchup. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here comes a return from the 3. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, here's Zamir White. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Plant. It's Penix. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
We'll drop this underneath to White. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield.
And he's into the end zone. Zamir White, touchdown Vegas. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Raiders come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The motion man here is Mitchell. Richardson to throw it here on first down. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC division. Richardson gets this quickly to Mitchell. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after the catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
2nd and 7. on the give. This is Taylor. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
The motion man here is Mitchell. He'll get this out wide. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
3rd down and 9. Now Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end.
And he will take it in himself. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indy. His 2nd TD of the game. And this one gives his team the lead. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now after the score. He'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Tight end motioning left. On 2nd down, here's Penix.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. And Penix. Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the 1st down. If you decide to air it out, everything's short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
And he's just pushing guys out of the way. Powering forward for a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to the right side and incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the gun, here is Penix. That one is complete to Hartman.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
Now the lefty Penix on first down. He'll find his running back, White. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun. This is White. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. They'll throw. It's Penix. This one complete to Bateman. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll try to run for it. Here's White. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. Maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another shot at it from the 9. 2nd down and goal. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Nicole Hartman. Touchdown, Raiders. Fairbairn good on the point after. And the Raiders will tie things up. We are all even at 14. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
The motion man here is Mitchell. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Richardson. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach. 2nd half. Drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by White. And nowhere to go on that one. They lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
On 2nd down, Penix. And he gets that to Hardman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
Our throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Penix gonna throw again. This one caught at the 4. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
So on these play calls, Mike, on 3rd and inches, typically how it goes is we're going to try to take a shot. Then there's a medium zone option. And then the last resort is just pick up the first down with something underneath.
To the goal line and in. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Raiders have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Richardson. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand. So It's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 39 yards. They'll work the middle here with Taylor. Just a short pickup down inside the 30. Here's 2nd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on 3rd down. Starts out as a pass, nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
On 2nd down, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up 2nd and goal.
They get away from their running back down here near the goal line, Mike. They change it up. They give the ball to their wide receiver. He gets stuffed. Not a lot of space to operate down here.
Trying again here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. They'll let Richardson run this himself. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for, but in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
Looks like a design run here with Richardson. And he can only get about half of what he needed. Down to the 3, and now it is 4th and goal.
And a nice job there defensively on 3rd down, not overcommitting to their pass rush. Having a plan for this quarterback as a designed runner, they're able to stop him short of the 1st down.
The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule. The closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. Now an opening past the 30. He'll wind up getting this all the way to the 45-yard line. First and 10. The They'll go play action now with Penix. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's out of bounds. Mark him down right at the 10-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 45 yards. So not quite first and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Oh, that's swung out wide and intercepted. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Colts. What a play by the defense in a tie game. Not only did they come up with the turnover, Greg, they score the touchdown and take the lead.
And that's just a mistake, Mike, at this point in the game that you just cannot make on offense. You find yourself in a game that could go either way, and you just gift wrap the opposing team a chance to take it back the other way and take the lead.
And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield.
And typically, Mike, you don't find yourself in the playoffs unless all season long you've gotten contributions from your special team. So here's a big one in the return game. I mean, this is something that has been a priority all season long, and they nearly sprung it.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. Oh, he puts another ball up for grabs, and this one's also intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC. On play action, Richardson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. They'll let Richardson run this himself. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. And Mitchell. Touchdown, Indy. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Colts will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 2. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Penix. Throwing right, it's taken in, and they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another 1st. Here's Penix. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. And the Colts will take over here at their own 12.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Like, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll go play action. It's Richardson. Down the field, he's got Burton. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. A run with Taylor. And not much materializes there. He'll get this to the 35. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands. What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4, and it leads to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Searching for some kind of seam to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
He'll take a deep shot for down. And he's going to have a Colts 1st down. They convert in style. Huge play on 4th and long.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Give up the middle to Taylor. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Richardson. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Cater Kohu. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. That one complete to Pierce.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
He's going to take a shot down the field. His offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They go to a knee, and that will do it. Next stop, the AFC Championship game. So it's a win for the Colts. They are moving on as the #1 seed. The victory means they lock down another home date next weekend as they look to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl.